तैयार हो तैयार हो तैयार हो तैयार है तैयार है तैयार है हर टीम के हर फैन को बस जीत के दिल को जाना है
Good evening from Change of Pace
जितना
Live.
भी कर ले
It
हर
is
को बार
a
इस बॉल को पिच पे
iconic
आना
evening here
है
at Change of Pace Studios because we are 2 evenings away from PSL 5. It's a very special season for us. It's a very special season for Pakistan. And excuse the echo right now. I think we're getting a little bit of that, but we will deal with it in a moment. I've got with me Ahmed Khwaja and Ahmed Hassan, the usual suspects as we like to call them here on the show. And we have launched our website tonight. We've launched our website tonight, and we have. And the PSL. So two iconic things happening right now. The PSL is happening in Pakistan, the entirety of it, and the PSL, the Change of Pace website is live.
In Pakistan.
In Pakistan, as well as other countries across
On
the
the
world.
internets.
Wow, interwebs.
Now, we're here today to talk about obviously the league that's coming up and the season that we're looking at, and the fact that we went from 3 years ago to 3 or 4 foreign internationals coming to play cricket in Pakistan to now an entire host of people hanging out in Federal area, which is a pretty decent achievement for the country of Pakistan. I'll start with the question that's in everyone's mind. The PSL is all about integrating local with international. Who is the best PSL international player from each franchise? Customary, we'll start with Lahore Qalandars.
So that means I have to answer first.
Yes,
First of all,
किसी चीज में तो first हो तुम.
first of all, welcome to our loyal followers and listeners on the launch of our brand new spanking new website. Now we have live streaming. There's no Twitch, there's no Periscope. You can just join up with us. You can listen to us by minimizing your browser and all that stuff. So we're going to be a constant companion throughout the PSL. Best player in each team. So starting with Lahore, I think it's fair to say that Chris Lynn is the big signing. Whether he clicks in Pakistani conditions against the PSL bowling attacks, that is a question that remains to be answered. I think अगर वो हमें 2 मैच भी जिता दे वही बहुत बड़ा हम पे एहसान कर रहा होगा. But we've seen that he's devastating against medium pace, but I'm worried about him against spin bowling. Honestly, I haven't watched him that much in the Big Bash, but what I did see in like the few clips on YouTube, he was a serious gun player. और अगर चल गया तो फिर तो ये तहस नहस कर देंगे, especially in like National Stadium Karachi and Gaddafi Stadium, which are particularly flat pitches and home crowds. We saw that even with the MCZ warm-up game, इतना बंदा आ गया था लाहौर को support करने. So if that doesn't motivate you, if that doesn't give you the extra push to win, then nothing else will.
I was speaking to family back home about the PSL being in Karachi, and most of my family is there. And the Moin Khan's Academy is actually near where one of our homes in
One of our homes,
One of
mashallah,
our many
by
homes.
one of our homes I mean my nani or dadi.
Musad is actually Malik Riaz in
By one of our homes
disguise.
I mean nani and dadi, please. I'm not a tycoon. But the point that I'm trying to make is that Moin Khan Academy के बाद जो सड़क है वो पूरी jam हो गई थी because the amount of people that were there just because they knew.
यार
the
craze
teams
और
were there.
जज्बा तो of course it's going to be off the charts, and we've seen that. What I'm really glad to see is that all the teams are making a very sincere effort on marketing themselves, reaching
really
out to
are.
people. On ground activations बहुत है, ventures बहुत हैं, स्कूलों में जा रहे हैं, colleges में जा रहे हैं, music festivals, food fest वगैरह में कोई ना कोई नुमाइंदे इन्होंने हर जगह छोड़े हैं. So that's a very good sign, and that's the way you build your brand and connect with your audience and connect with your fans. So that's a very positive sign for the PSL on its official return to Pakistani soil.
Islamabad United, your best foreign player?
Best foreign player?
Yeah.
I think just purely on name and legacy, it's Dale Steyn. I don't think you can look past him, even though Colin Ingram is a huge T20 star, domestically. But you can't look past Dale Steyn. I mean, everything that he's done for the game of cricket and everything that he's established over the last 10-15 years in terms of fast bowling, it's quite an easy pick. But Islamabad's one of those teams that's not heavy on superstars per se. Has a lot of balance, has a lot of big names, but no one who can really outshine the other. Dale Steyn in T20s hasn't been the most consistent or spectacular player, but still the star power is with Dale Steyn.
Well, we talk about big names and
I'm really interested to see, sorry for interrupting you, Saad, कि Colin Munro को इन्होंने draft में उठाया है, and they believe that they can relaunch him in the PSL after his flop show last year. He was probably the biggest bust of PSL 4.
Yeah.
So देखते हैं if he clicks, because probably on the flatter Pakistani pitches maybe he might click.
Exactly. और अभी उसकी जो recent form रही है, even in the India series and just in the warm up matches and stuff, he's played consistently 50s, 60s. अभी 100 बनाया उसने. I can't remember what the team match was, but he's doing it now. और जैसे ही उसको इस्लामाबाद ने सेलेक्ट किया, उसी के फौरन बाद जो इसकी फॉर्म लग गई है दोबारा. तो कराची वाले हमारे अहमद अफजल जो है ना, वो दिमाग से वाला जो सीन है वो हमारा फुल ऑन है. अहमद अफजल will be very upset by this because he was really really hopeful for Colin Munro last year. I remember all the गालियां that he gave. तो
भाई हमने कितना hype किया था Babar and Munro, the two top T20 batsmen in the world playing together.
Absolutely.
But they couldn't get it done.
So you've got Dale Steyn from Islamabad.
Yeah.
You've got
Chris Lynn.
Chris Lynn, which was your first platinum pick from Multan Sultans. Who do they have in their arsenal?
Moin Ali, man.
Yeah.
Moin Ali is a
And he
big
had a great
T20
series
player.
यार उस बंदे ने
South Africa.
टेस्ट टीम को ठुकरा दिया है PSL खेलने के लिए.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty
true.
amazing.
Yeah. दिल उसके अंदर तो पाकिस्तानी है. उसका अंदर का पाकिस्तानी जाग गया. But Moin Ali's carried like his franchises single-handedly in the English leagues to titles. So he can do it. I'm not someone who rates Moin Ali very highly, but in T20s, I remember tweeting before this draft happened. He should have been the number one pick, especially in Pakistani conditions.
I remember we were broadcasting for the draft, Khwaja, me and Ahmed, and we were thinking, what is going to be Lahore's first pick? And I was certain that it has to be Moin because he does so much.
Exactly.
He's a pretty decent fielder too, by the way. And he's captain's Worcestershire.
Yeah.
So
Worcestershire.
Worcester, whatever, the sauce.
Yeah.
He captains the sauce. And he's a great pinch hitter towards the end of the innings, and he had a good series.
He opens the batting for them, which is great. This is someone who can come in, at the top of the
मैं
order.
तो कहता हूँ वो उसको कैप्टन बना देते. He's been winning the Vitality Blast for
Absolutely.
fun. Instead they've gone for Tunda Shan Masood यार.
यार टुंडे
यानी
शान
उनकी
मसूद
टीम
को
में
छोड़ो.
दो
तुमने
100
सुहेल
स्ट्राइक
अख्तर-
रेट प्लेयर पक्के हैं.
तुमने सुहेल अख्तर को कैप्टन बनाया हुआ है.
यार एटलीस्ट टुल्ला तो है ना वो कम से कम.
टुल्ला है, लेकिन he's not even the first name on the team sheet.
He is just a face. हमें पता है हफीजी टीम चलाएगा. प्रोफेसर गिरी उसकी चलेगी.
सही है.
तो शान मसूद come on man.
पता नहीं यार. वैसे Chris Lynn, by the way, could have been the captain as well. Chris Lynn
यार,
leads
वो
the Brisbane Heat.
अल्लाह अल्लाह खैर सल्ला करके तो
उसके
वो
कंधे जो
पाकिस्तान
है
है.
वो कंधे चलते रहे तो.
What about your QG?
Quetta Gladiators, I can't look past Shane Watson.
Jason Roy?
I know Jason Roy's there, but historically speaking, Shane Watson has now been with the franchise for all 5 years.
No, he hasn't. He was in Islamabad.
Yeah, what are you talking
after
about?
the first season, all 4 years. And he has the...
No man.
पिछले साल तुम लोगों को मिला है. पिछले 2 साल.
पिछले 3 साल से तो मिनिमम है हमारे साथ.
और नहीं
ओ भाई तुम कौन सी दुनिया में हो.
केपी था उससे पहले तुम्हारे पास, जो थर्ड सीजन में इसने इस्लामाबाद के
करा
साथ
दिया.
जीता है. एग्जैक्टली.
You only got him in PSL
एक ही तो
4.
सीजन हुआ उसके बाद.
ये अब जी नई अल्टरनेट हिस्ट्री बना रहे हैं इधर
उसने
बैठ के. रिविजनिस्ट हिस्ट्री. आप कितने PSL जीते हो? 9 जीते हो. 4 तो हुए.
Man in the High Castle कर रहे हैं.
टेरेंटिनो बन गया तुम एकदम से.
Anyways, he won. He was a big reason why Quetta won the championship last year, and I think he's going to have a lot to say. I know that Jason Roy is on top of the order. It's a huge signing, and he can add impetus in that position. But Shane also offers experience.
Yeah, but I
He
look
bowls a bit.
at QG's remaining 11.
Yeah.
Apart from their top 4, वो जो बहुत ही bombastic सा है. यार आपके पास बॉलिंग में कौन है? हसनैन नसीम तो बच्चे हैं बेचारे. बेन कटिंग आके बॉलिंग कराएगा. किसको रखे? फवाद अहमद, चलो he is not bad, but I think he'll be tonked around.
But, and Shane Watson doesn't bowl anymore, so Shane Watson just
DJ Bravo को रिलीज करके इन्होंने बहुत बड़ी गलती की. और नारायण भी इनके हाथ में था.
यार बट देखो सारे इनके अगर फॉरेन प्लेयर्स इन्होंने खिलाने थे as all-rounders or bowlers, then that kind of leaves you in a weird situation because batting depth ठीक है इनके पास.
Batting depth. And who else is remaining on the?
Mills is there.
Jamal Mills
It's a
भी
pretty good
है.
squad. Let's move on to Peshawar Zalmi.
Peshawar Zalmi, of course, Tom Banton is the big signing. Uska maza aayega dekhiye.
Yeah, but Karen Pollard in the
वो तो
current
आ नहीं रहा
form,
ना फिलहाल.
हाँ, but मेरा मतलब कि in his current form and the way that he's been leading the West Indies, you can't look past him as the biggest name. But honestly, the biggest name on that team is Darren Sammy. He's the reason that PSL might be.
Because he doesn't really offer a lot in the cricketing sense.
Yeah, fan following
Absolutely,
में आप देखो ना.
but Darren Sammy is Pakistan's own. You know, he's been the guy who's really led this comeback for Pakistan cricket, and he's been the one who stepped up and really said, you know, I'm going to come back, I'm going to bring the people back, and the love that you've given me, I'm going to give it back too. So for me, Darren Sammy.
He's the gemstone in the crown that is Peshawar Zalmi's brand.
Absolutely.
यार तुमने हर जगह कोई मार्वल चुतियापा जरूर घुसाना
मैं
था.
तो मार्वल का फैन भी नहीं हूँ.
मुझे भी पता है कि जेमस्टोन उसका ही कुछ है.
ये खुद थैनोस है.
मुझे भी इतना पता है. आखिरी एवेंजर्स मैंने देखी है
Excel sheet पढ़ी है, उसमें भी gemstone का
यार. लेकिन एक और अंडररेटेड साइनिंग है ज़ल्मी की, लियम लिविंगस्टोन.
Yes.
he was so good यार. ये कराची वाले उनका दिमाग ही खराब है. उन्होंने शर्जील और हेल्स के जुनून में आके अपने दो टॉप प्लेयर जाने दिए, इंग्रम और लिविंगस्टोन.
Absolutely.
इस और बेन डंक भी चलो हमने उठा लिया बाड़े में.
यार, बेन डंक
लॉजिक
इस-
क्या थी आपको? उनको इतने उन्होंने स्कोर किए थे, आपने क्यों निकाला उनको?
नहीं, और लिविंगस्टन जैसा जो प्लेयर है, इतना डायनामिक, he can open the batting,
हाँ.
come 1 down, 2 down, especially when you have Babar at the top of the order. You need someone like him who can, you know, just go off, because he doesn't have to worry. He has Babar next to him. He can control the innings if he needs to, and Livingston could just
मतलब
could have
आप
just
देखो
played his
उनकी टीम
natural
में
game.
बैंटन, कामरान अकमल, लिविंगस्टोन, फिर डैरन समी, ऐसे
लियम डॉसन भी यार
अच्छा खेलता है. उसने पिछला मैच जिताया था लास्ट ईयर.
Exactly, बहुत underrated pick है, because he's a good spinner in T20s and he's a good batsman.
The team that Junior has in the final before the PSL has started is Karachi Kings.
Yeah.
Who do they have from the international signings that's going to change the season for them this year?
यार ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव एलेक्स हेल्स जो
Yeah.
तो हमें पता है टॉप प्लेयर है. लेकिन
And-
ओवरऑल आई रियली डोंट फैंसी देयर स्क्वाड एट ऑल यार. उनकी मिडिल ऑर्डर भी फारिग है और
Yeah.
उनकी फास्ट बॉलिंग भी बिल्कुल फारिग है. कौन? जॉर्डन, आमिर और यमीन आपके फास्ट बॉलर हैं.
Jordan
यार दैट्स
recently
नॉट अ
काफी
पीएसएल विनिंग अटैक
Yeah,
यार.
I
कुछ
know.
तो आपके
Amr Yamin and
क्रिस
Amir.
जॉर्डन और
Umar
आमिर.
Khan. Umar Khan.
I'm sorry, what's wrong?
Umaid
with
Asif is not a bad pick.
That's a
Umaid
decent pick,
Asif
but
is a
these are not
PSL
guys who are
player.
going to win you
What's a
PSL.
Yeah.
better bowling lineup than okay? Islamabad United have the best bowling lineup.
No, and also Peshawar Zalmi have a great bowling lineup. Yeah, I don't doubt that. So my pick for Karachi Kings, besides Alex Hales, I think Chris Jordan's been quite
Exceptional fielder.
Yeah,
and
and
a great death bowler.
at the death. He's been amazing. These
यार
recent
जल्मी
South
कितने
Africa
मैच थे उसको
matches.
बेंच पे रख रही थी, तो जल्मी नहीं खिला रहे थे तो कराची किंग में आके उसने कहा उनसे पापड़
यार,
बेल
नहीं
लेने.
खिला रहे थे, बट जब उन्होंने एंड में जाके उसको खिलाना शुरू किया था, he became almost undroppable. His death bowling is really
They
significantly
lost
improved.
Shinwari. Who's going to take the new mall with Amir?
It's-
Imad, he doesn't take
Amir
wickets in
Yamin.
PSL.
Amir Yamin's gonna open the
He's
bowling.
going to get smashed. So फिर you know.
Yeah,
Over से Rizwan और Iftikhar, you have no idea what you're going to get with them.
The thing that they're missing really are the all-rounders. Karachi is very
कितने all-rounder यार.
severely.
Iftikhar, Yamin.
यार, ऐसे all-rounder नहीं है जो game changers हो.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना, इसलिए इनका स्क्वाड मुझे मजा नहीं आया
हाँ.
देखे. शर्जील देयर बैंकिंग ऑन हिम टू कम
Yeah,
गुड.
McLennigan भी है उनके पास as a bowler. So
वो तो यार he gets
he's
smashed.
died.
Takes me to the next part of the show. We've seen how every franchise functions differently a little bit, and I think recently when who has joined Islamabad United for the first season as an international player? Not Dale Steyn, the other gentleman who was with I think Karachi before.
Colin
Monroe.
Monroe.
Yeah, so Monroe actually made a statement. He said, "When I've joined Islamabad, I feel very different, and I feel like this franchise is run very differently as well." And I think he was indicating to the professionalism
And the lack of Firaniyat.
how Islamabad is run. It's always been independent in terms of its cricket.
यार that remains to be seen. ये सब बातें तो करते ही हैं.
They have the results to show for it, and I guess they can say.
No, and they
नहीं,
have a very-
कॉलिन आई एम स्पीकिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉलिन मनरो कि जी ये बड़े प्रोफेशनल है. ये वो उधर डीनो भी तो आया था, तो वो भी प्रोफेशनल ही
यानी
होंगे.
ये बात सही है, लेकिन इस्लामाबाद का if you look at the core that they have, very young, right? तो
हाँ.
आपको पता चल
कोचिंग यार, उनका कोच ही कोच नहीं है जो अभी आया है.
ठीक है,
So
but
it's
जो
not like
था
it's
वो the thing is, you know, when you look at this NBA model and everyone
हाँ.
talks about the big market teams, Lahore is the big market team. It's one of the biggest cities obviously in Pakistan. It has one of the biggest followings too. But in terms of the team that they put out, it's not the team that instills confidence.
यार the thing that pisses me off the most, frustrates me the most is ये डेविड वीजा को आपने किस खुशी में डायमंड रिटेन किया. वो किस लेवल में, he has never played regularly for the South Africans either. डेविड वीजा का क्या काम है? वो कितने मैच आपको जिता देगा
Let me
यार?
just read out the foreign players that Lahore has: Chris Lynn, David Wisa, Samit Patel, Sekoge Prasanna, Ben Dunk, and Dane Vilas. These are guys who are not first picks on these teams. these
They are
guys
not
would be
first picks in their domestic teams.
exactly.
yaar.
These guys would be, you know, really well
Supplementary
served as
players,
supplementary
yes.
players on each teams. But Lahore's basically picked up all the supplementary players and they've just added them together in one squad.
Yeah,
Prasanna, for what reason? For what joy? The guy has.
I think it will just be the home crowd that is going to propel us. और तो कोई हम नहीं बच सकते.
For sure. And I think the Pakistani players that you guys have are.
And
are
maybe
what you're
Fakhar
banking
Zaman
on.
has a point to prove when our pace
Yeah.
bowling is very
Haris
good.
Rauf is now turning into that superstar that Pakistan wanted as a baseman. Shaheen Afridi has really made it, and Mohammad
Shinwari I think is a
Shinwari.
deceptively decent signing. शायद वो चल जाएगा.
और दिलबर हुसैन वगैरह पे भी जो है वो अब
अबे
थोड़ी सी
यार,
नजरें पड़ रही हैं क्योंकि उसने जो
Big Bash में
Big Bash में जाके एक छोटा सा stint किया था. It was a
What
horrible.
about,
horrible
yeah,
stint.
he had a couple of awful overs, but
Yeah.
we're also not including Haris Rauf in Lahore's USP. I know that the Big Bash batsmen were beat for his pace, and
Yeah.
you know the quality of the PSL might be slightly better,
Yeah.
but I think he still has a lot going for him right now. He's coming in with a lot of form. Him combined with Chris Lynn, they could take the team anywhere. And you know, you always mention this. The second part of this tournament is anything can happen. Even for teams like Lahore, if they can get a run of 3 or 4 wins, they'll find themselves in the playoff, and after that, it's every team for itself.
The beauty of this league is that you could lose the first 5 games and still make it into the playoffs. And Haris Rauf right now is the most bankable player that Lahore have. He's the most marketable guy. He's
यार
the guy that
शाहीन शाह
everyone
अफरीदी भी
said.
है.
शाहीन शाह अफरीदी है, but एक level पे वो पाकिस्तानी आपकी mentality आपको पता है ना कि when you get a pacer or someone who's really in your face, that's the guy who we're going to propel. So Shaheen Afridi, consistency is his name. You know, he's the guy who's out there every single game doing the same thing over and over again. But he is not the same superstar that Haris Rauf is right now. And I feel that Haris will be the guy.
I think
that
थोड़ा वो
Lahore will be
crowd
riding.
favorite भी बन गया है. वो थोड़ा बन
Local
गया है
boy,
उसको.
right?
हाँ.
Yeah, makes sense.
We've covered Islamabad, we've covered Lahore. What about Peshawar Zalmi? I think for me, their USP is the fact that their core unit is consistent.
And experienced.
Yeah.
Look at the
And
experience that they
they've
have.
bolstered their pace attack by getting Rahat Ali. He's a wicket taker. Yeah, we saw
He
Quetta
is.
के लिए उसने perform किया, Lahore के लिए भी perform किया.
Exactly.
He's a very good shrewd signing and he completes their Hassan Ali और Rahat Ali दोनों वो new ball को swing करते हैं. Wahab takes the older ball and that's a very good balanced attack.
And I think they have some of the most experienced players in all of T20 cricket. You know, you look at Shoaib Malik, Amran Akmal, Pollard, Brathwaite, Wahab Riaz, and even guys who are now, you know, still very
Main
young.
बात है skeleton of the team is in place.
Exactly.
ना
You
उसके
have a
ऊपर
really
पर आप
strong backbone.
बेंटन डाल देते हो या जो भी फलाना लिविंगस्टोन डाल देते हो, किसको भी डालते हो. मोहम्मद मोहसिन भी हमने देखा था, वैरायटी स्पिनर है. ही डिड वेल इन द नेशनल T20. He'll be a good signing. Imamul Haq showed glimpses of being a T20 player in the last PSL.
Exactly.
So I think they're well set for a deep run in this PSL
And
as
honestly,
well.
in a league like the PSL, when it's being played in Pakistan, having a guy like Shoaib Malik, who, you know,
Oh, yes, Shoaib Malik तुम भूल ही
the
गए यार.
national team is no longer really regarding as the future,
यार
obviously.
पाकिस्तानी पिचों पे आप उसको आउट ही नहीं कर सकते.
Exactly. और जिस तरह की उसकी domestic T20s में form है, you can't look past Shoaib Malik as the game changer for the
Yeah,
for the
he's a
Zammi.
top signing for no doubt.
Speaking of Shoaib Malik, he's moved away from the Molten Sultans.
Yes.
What do they have as a USP besides the fact that they've got Ali Tareen as an owner?
Yeah, they've basically gone with Andy Flower using his English expertise.
Yeah.
They've drafted English guys all over the place. They've got Ravi Bopara, they've got James Vince, they've got Brother Moeen. But what I don't like about this side is the top order is kind of weak with Shan Masood going to be there. Rohail Nazir को भी उनको खिलाना ही पड़ेगा. So that's 200 strike rate players that are going to be in your team no matter what. क्योंकि और कोई उनके पास कीपर नहीं है. तो रोहेल नज़ीर खेलेगा ही खेलेगा और शान मसूद भी हमें पता है स्लो प्लेयर है.
Yeah.
वो भी खेलेगा ही खेलेगा. After that you have a very strong middle order but
Bowling lineup नहीं है यार इनका कोई.
बॉलिंग ही कोई नहीं है. फास्ट बॉलिंग कोई नहीं है एंड दे ऑल एजेड प्लेयर्स 30+. तो इनकी फील्डिंग कैसी होगी आई एम नॉट श्योर.
और इनके पास जो है वो जुनैद खान और सोहेल तनवीर जो है
ये खसी बकरे हैं, ये खत्म हो गए
मोहम्मद
हैं.
इलियास जो है वो कितना
He got smashed in the last.
कितना वर्कलोड उठाएगा. तो it's the kind of team that's more deceiving on paper, but they have some shrewd signings
And I
there.
feel bad for a guy like Khushid Shah because the middle order is so packed that उसको जगह ही नहीं मिलनी, उसको
Yeah.
chance ही नहीं मिलना. और रोहिल नज़ीर को आपको खिलाने शान मसूद कैप्टन बन गया.
Exactly.
तो वो भी खेलेगा. ये ज़िशान अशरफ भी उन्होंने हाइप किया.
Zishan
उसको
Ashraf को
chance तो
खिलाना
देंगे.
पड़ेगा. I
हाँ.
think उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा hype है and I think he also keeps wickets, right? He's one of those backup keeper type of
Yeah,
guys.
probably.
But besides that, you know, they have Riley Rousseau, they have Moeen Ali, they have guys at the top of the order that can make a difference. मतलब वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाला इनका एक mindset होगा कि वो एरन फिंच और डेविड वार्नर आके अगर आपको 20 ओवर में 200 रन बना के चले जाते हैं, you don't care what's coming
Let's
up
see
behind
कि
you.
एंडी फ्लावर क्या जादू करता है basically.
Yeah.
Right. We've covered Peshawar, we've covered Lahore. What about Karachi Kings? What is their USP? We're also missing out the fact that Lahore and Karachi will have a lot of home games this season.
Yeah.
So that is also an advantage that they have. It's not a USP of the team, but it is an advantage. Something that I think the Karachi establishment was complaining about, that they don't have enough.
यार
as many as Lahore, but I think that's not.
कराची एंड
everything.
कंप्लेनिंग गो हैंड इन हैंड बेसिकली, तो वो तो हमें पता ही था.
Hasn't started yet.
Karachi
मैं
bashing
झूठ
is
तो नहीं बोल
begun.
सकता ना.
The season hasn't started yet.
Karachi is basically living off their stacked top order. They're relying on Sharjeel Khan to regain his pre-ban form,
Yep.
and of course Babar Azam combined with Hales, they're gonna make some serious runs in the new ball. NSK is a flat wicket.
Yeah.
Gaddafi तो बिल्कुल ही flat wicket है, तो उधर तो ये runs करेगा, and I'm expecting Babar to make some serious records in this PSL.
यार अगर आप बाबर, एलेक्स हेल्स, शर्जील खान, इफ्तिखार अहमद और चैडविक वॉल्टन और कैमरन डेलपोर्ट को टॉप 6 में डाल
Delport
देते
is
हैं,
also a good player.
that's
Made 100 in the last
yeah,
PSL.
exactly. That's a very good lineup. That's a very good batting lineup that can play in many different gears and many different styles. So I feel Karachi will have a decent batting lineup up top. But हमने अभी वही कहा है कि bowling lineup जो है इनका काफी मतलब one dimensional भी है और फारिग है. So the thing in Pakistan, we know that the wickets will be flat, and you'll need some bowlers like the Zalmi have in Hassan Ali and Liam Dawson and Pollard and stuff, who can bowl those varieties
Let's see Abu Ali Khan with the American Pakistani American bowler. He's got some serious pace.
Yeah.
उमैद आसिफ भी हमने देखा पिछले 2 PSL में काफी effective रहा है.
अच्छा spinner है.
उमर खान
He's so young, he's got a huge
और मुझे लगता है उसको भी सॉर्ट आउट करेंगे इस PSL में. They'll target him कि भाई इसको बच्चे को हमने थोड़ा सा लाइन पे लाना है.
yeah.
So Karachi not the most exciting team, but they have options.
I think this is built
Plus zero effect भी होगा कुछ ना कुछ. Blue book में देखते हैं क्या होगा.
Islamabad 2.0 वाला इनका सीन चल रहा है. Hayes और
Chadwick भी है, बाबर भी है,
डेलपोर्ट भी आ गया, बाबर भी आ गया. वो सारे उन्होंने पुराने लोग उठा लिए. उनको पता है कि वो डीन जोन्स can guide these guys.
Yeah.
8 minutes left on the show. I want to go down to the business end of the season. I'm going to put you guys on the spot, and you do not choose the team that you're inclined to, because I know that you're an Islamabad fan, you're a Lahore fan.
We're in Islamabad here right now.
Generally speaking, who do you think is going to win this season? Remember, Islamabad has got 2 titles, Square coming close with 1. The Zalmi have 1, but the big cities, Lahore, Karachi have 0, and the new boys on the block have 0.
Yeah, personally for me, again, Islamabad is looking very well-rounded squad. They have star power in each department, and they've got a good core of Pakistani players. They're going to be in the final. And Peshawar Zalmi just have a very exciting team. Yeah, the fast bowling is zabardast hai. They've got Tom Banton, who's a top player, upcoming player in the world. फिर आपने लिविंगस्टोन भी डाला, फिर पोलार्ड भी बाद में आ जाएगा. फिर तो यार आपके तो इनके मेन इशू होता था कि ये 5 फास्ट बॉलर खिलाते थे और बैटिंग नहीं होती थी. अब इनकी बैटिंग भी फुली कवर्ड है, तो इनको तो टेंशन ही कोई नहीं. Then you have the mercurial Darren Sammy, the talisman of the PSL.
You always do this, Kwancha. Whenever I ask you for a prediction, you always give me 1 or 2.
Plays it safe.
You play it safe. I'm putting you on the spot. Pick one team.
To win, yeah, I wouldn't like to pick the team that wins. I would say the finalists will be Islu versus Zalmi.
वही बात हो गई ना, you're playing.
अच्छा मैंने
यार
ये बात
ये
करी
चाहते
थी.
थे मैं लाहौर के अलावा किसी को प्रॉप्स दूं. मैं नहीं
Okay,
कहना
finalists.
चाहता.
Pick your finalists.
मैं कहता हूँ Islu versus Zalmi will be the final.
I was going to say the same thing. I feel like both of those teams.
versus who?
Zalmi, Peshawar. Yeah. I was going to say the same thing because both of those teams are very strong, and you told me not to pick the team that I support.
No,
But
you
I
can't.
genuinely believe that Islamabad are one of the strongest teams in this tournament. They're the most well-rounded. They have a very strong group of Pakistani players, and as well they picked up some really smart signings in terms of the foreign players. Vander Dussen, Dale Steyn, Colin Ingram, Colin Monroe. These are all
और
very
Vander
smart
Dussen भी
players.
नहीं आ रहा, उसकी जगह डेविड मलान ले लिया है.
Oh,
उससे अच्छा player है.
David Milan. David Milan is a much better pick, and I'm surprised that other people didn't pick him when he was in
यार
the
समझ ही नहीं आ रही कि कैसे उठा लिया
Yeah.
इन्होंने.
11 Englishmen in town. For
15.
15 Englishmen.
Yeah, 15
in town
Englishmen.
for the PSL. I just want to mention.
अजहर महमूद को भी गिन लो 0.5.
Yeah.
आमिर को भी गिन लो 0.5. 16 हो गए.
बिल्कुल.
One thing I want to mention about the PSL: David Milan, Liam Livingstone, and a few other young names.
Don't forget James Vince.
James Vince, but James
Vinci.
Vince was established before the PSL. Some of these young lads, they weren't on the England scene before they were on the PSL scene.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the PSL is the reason behind their success. like the BBL says about Haris Rauf, but that surely must have helped.
Dude, Joe Denley, the
Yeah.
only
Joe
reason
Denley.
he got propelled so far up the order for England was his PSL stint. Because since then, I've seen him play. He's had one or two, good innings here or there. But the PSL, he was a revelation for some of the people because he was bowling, he was batting, coming up the order, he was doing everything.
और वो हमारे प्लंकेट ने भी आना था लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों
Plunkett भी नहीं आया. उससे पहले यार the wicketkeeper batsman, now I can't remember the
Sam
name.
Billings.
Sam Billings, exactly.
For
Sam
Mumbai United.
Sam Billings really rose up the order. We had Stephen Finn at one
Wow.
point. Samit Patel's like international career could have been revived if he kept playing.
पहले या दूसरे season में I used to go and watch a lot of the PSL games in Sharjah and Dubai, and you used to see Chris Green take those drinks around
Yeah,
for
for
Lahore.
Lahore.
Now he's a full-time big bash cricketer.
Yeah,
He's doing
absolutely.
well for himself.
and he just got banned for his
Yeah, because of his bowling action. I
ये
mean,
ये
the Yorkers कैसे मारा?
ये got PSL effect है कि भाई
Hafiz के
chucking
साथ आते
facility
हैं.
है.
Exactly.
The point I'm trying to make is that it's good to see the PSL having effects beyond Pakistan as well, and that will propel young players to come play at the
sure.
PSL, which is what the game is about.
यार हम अपने PSL को अंडररेट करते हैं. It's the second biggest T20 league after
Hands
the
down.
IPL.
Hands
ऐसी
down.
कोई बात
And the
नहीं.
IPL again has another
And it's
5
not
years
even
on us.
Pakistan yet.
This is
Pakistan.
exactly. This is the biggest change that we're now going to see because the games in Pakistan are going to be a different breed altogether. The crowd, the wickets, the grounds.
I'd like to
It's
see a
a
high
different
scoring
atmosphere.
PSL though.
Yeah, I think it will. We saw the matches that went to Pakistan last year at the ass end of the PSL.
कुछ
Those
नहीं
were
होगा-
run fests.
कुछ नहीं होगा तो मोइन खान अकेडमी में करवा लो. 260 रन किए हैं उसने जल्मी ने प्रैक्टिस मैच में, और आज 190 इस्लामाबाद ने किए हैं. My prediction for the PSL final.
Speaking of मोइन खान यार आपको शर्म नहीं आती फिर आजम खान खेल रहा है इस साल?
उसने वजन कम किया, वो खेल सकता है.
Honestly, it's very shameful. He has a first class average of 13.
वो तो खेलता ही नहीं है, डोमेस्टिक खेलता ही
खेलता
नहीं
उसको जितने खेलता नहीं रहा उसको
वहाँ उसके अबू नहीं select करते ऐसे.
Anyway, the point is, it's very disappointing. I think that nepotism is very apparent, despite the fact that he's gone marginally more fit.
Who are your finalists?
I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Karachi are gonna make the final.
Oh wow.
ये अहमद की TC ना करो ना.
Then Ahmed की DCC, I have a feeling. And
उसके कहने से कंफर्म नहीं हो जाता है. इतना खुश हो रहा है.
And I think they're gonna be facing Lahore at the final.
What? Lahore on what?
ये तुमने क्लिक बेट प्रेडिक्शन दे दी है.
मुसाद ने जो है ना वो न्यूजीलैंड को भी फाइनल में प्रेडिक्ट किया था इंग्लैंड को, तो हो सकता है मुसाद की कुछ ऐसी चीज.
और अहमद तुम गवाओ, अब तुम मानोगे नहीं, but I told you Pakistan will win the Champions Trophy at Abbas Place.
देखो
Before the Sri Lanka match.
रमीज राजस जूनियर
यार वैसे रमजान था उस वक्त, मुझे लगता है शायद ये अब सच बोले. रमजान के
नहीं,
बारे में
मैं
कौन
झूठ
झूठ
नहीं बोल
बोलता
रहा.
है?
मैं झूठ बोलता ही नहीं.
एक और बयान
और बयान.
सनसनीखेज.
लिख दे भाई, लिख दे, वेबसाइट पे लिख दे यार. We haven't we've talked about everything. We mentioned the website, but people don't even know what the address is. So I think we need to address this.
ChangeOfPaceLive.com. If you don't know it,
Now you know, sucker.
ChangeOfPaceLive.com, where you can use the homepage to play the commentary. During the games, we'll have a live page where you can join the conversation, start chatting. You can actually vote so there's live voting. You can actually vote for which team is ahead on whatever the play of the game is at that point in time. We'll see you on the website. We will still be on Twitch, YouTube, and the rest.
All the platforms.
If you still want to use those. But the website is data optimized, so it'll cost you less. It's easy to access, and you can play it on the background on Chrome. And it's just a lot better. You can come speak to us there too. We'll be live for every single game for the season except for 3 games. The schedule is going to be uploaded to our website before the season gets started. We'll be live half an hour before the first game on Thursday
It's a
evening.
big commitment.
That is, yeah. We're trying to change that this season. We're not amateurs anymore, so we want to start
We have a website now.
slightly ahead of the toss. So usually we join you like a second, third over, but we want to be on time this time. Join us for the PSL. We're looking for an absolutely great season, and it's very, very special. It's very cliche to say, but the fact that it's happening in Pakistan, I think whoever wins the season is actually taking a back seat, because we're already won so hard by having all these people in Pakistan and just cricket taking the podium in the country after a very long time. This is the first tournament that Pakistan will be hosting, I think, after the 2002 Asia Cup.
2008.
2008 Asia Cup in the entirety within the country. So it's a big achievement all across the board. And we're glad that you can be with us to celebrate it. We'll be live Thursday evening. Until then, have a good one. And pray for your favorite PSL team. We usually say Pakistan here, but
Yeah, that doesn't really resonate well.
yeah, we will see you on Thursday. See ya.
को जाना है जितना भी कर ले हद तो पार इस बॉल को पिच पे आना है जो धड़कनों का साज है इस जीत का वो राज है जब जीना है उम्मीदों को आता है जो भी आने दो आता है जो भी आने दो तैयार हो तैयार हो तैयार